What's up, everybody? Jared here once again with another app review for y'all. So this is actually an application that was recommended to me by a viewer who goes by the name of Cesar Constantine Kokurba. See, when you guys end up making long names that I can't pronounce, that I'm not going to pronounce it properly in the video. Anyways, so credits out to him. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, the name of the app is called Sleep as Android. Now, the sleep part makes sense, as Android doesn't make sense, with relation to the application itself. But anyways, what it is sort of a customizable alarm app. And it goes beyond just waking you up in the morning. It's got a lot of really, really cool features to it. Now, you'll notice here up at the top, it says your trial will expire in less than 12 days. So this is actually the light version, but from what I understand, they actually give you, the full, all the features of the paid version. But of course, you start out with 14 days, and as you can see, I'm now at 12 days. And I've been testing it out, obviously, for 2 days now. And it's a pretty interesting application. I think it's pretty cool and pretty useful. I'm probably going to give it a shot for at least another week or so. And if it does the trick for me, I'll probably continue using it and put it in my rotation of apps that I use all the time. But anyways, you got these a couple of different alarms set up here, as you can see. So I'll go ahead and click on this one here. And of course, you can turn the alarm on and, set the time and repeat all the standard stuff, right? Ringtones, we've got some interesting, ringtones, some alarm sounds, right? Some that don't come stock with your device. So you've got bird song, seagulls, cricket, summer storm. Some interesting ones there. As you can see, I had summer storm. You can also select some songs that you have in your playlist to use instead. You can choose to vibrate. You can label it. And smart period is where things are getting kind of interesting here, because smart period is basically, say for instance, you have your alarm set for 2 a.m. But what this app does, is actually monitor your sleep. So you would be putting this, say for instance, on your bed or underneath your pillow before you go to sleep, and it determines whether or not, how deep of a sleep you're in. So if you're in a light sleep, well, then it's probably going to gradually wake you up anywhere between 5 minutes to 30 minutes, say for instance, before 2 a.m. to wake you up. And, if you're in a light sleep, well, then you might as well just wake up and kind of start your day. And you can kind of customize that all the way up to 2 hours if you wanted to, which I thought was kind of an interesting ability there. You also have the CAPTCHA. So once your alarm goes off, instead of just hitting the snooze button, you can choose from one of these to kind of further make you or help you wake up. So you can enter a CAPTCHA if you wanted, do some simple math, sleep sheeping, things like that, shake it. Which is really interesting. We can also jump into application settings here, and there's a ton of stuff in here you can do. Idle sleep duration, so tell it how many hours you generally like to sleep for, 7 hours, 8 hours, all the way up to 10 hours if you like. And based on when you have your alarm set and how many hours you've selected that you like to, sleep for, it'll actually give you a notification of when it's time to go to bed, just in case you happen to forget, or maybe you're busy doing something, and it'll let you know, it's time to go to bed now if you want to get that 8 hours of sleep, which I thought was really neat. And as you can see here, time to go to bed, time to bed notification. So you can customize that, instant vibrating LED light. You can do all kinds of neat stuff in there. Snooze, you can customize the how long it snoozes for. Some alarm defaults. Sleep tracking, I'll get to that in just a moment. Sleep noise recording, so if you do a lot of sleep talking, you can enable that. CAPTCHA, that's what we showed you before, and of course you can share your sleep patterns with your friends on like Facebook, which I thought was really strange. I don't know why you would ever want to do that. And some other miscellaneous settings. Here's some time graphs, things like that. Pretty cool. So getting into some of the settings down here, of course, you can hit the little plus button, and that will obviously allow you to add another alarm on top of what's already there. And if I was to click on this button here, that's actually just before you go to bed. You tap that button, toss this underneath your pillow, and this gives you some sort of information about the current status of the application. So as you can see here, alarm will wake you up between 2 a.m. and 2:30 a.m., right? So depending on my sleep pattern, if I'm in a light sleep, it could wake me up at 2 a.m. If I'm in a heavy sleep, then it will wake me up at 2:30. And it says put the phone near your charger. so that the battery doesn't run out. That's probably a good idea, although I mean, it's not like it uses up a whole lot of battery while you are sleeping. So this obviously is your sleep graph. Now, once you have woken up and, you know, it's completed its sleep graph, if you will, you can come into here into graphs and it'll show you everything you need to know. So as you can see here, and in my opinion, the graph, I don't know if this is a bug or not, but I mean, that looks like a really, really weird graph. If I was to go ahead and put it into portrait mode, it's a little bit better, or landscape, I'm sorry. As you can see here, the top up here is light sleep, and the bottom down here is deep sleep. So myself in particular, I've been diagnosed a long time ago with acute insomnia. So as you can see here, there's a lot of spikes where I was waking up and I wasn't in a deep sleep quite often. And you can go back and check, and it'll continue adding these graphs, you know, as long as you need to. And there's some other add-ons, things like that. The developer of this application actually has several other apps. One in particular that I thought was really neat that you might want to go check out is the battery cartoon widget. They got a lot of really cool battery cartoon widgets that actually animate when you use them. And it's kind of like, you know, like those old Tamagotchi pets. The more battery and energy or power you feed your battery, the happier your battery widget gets. And as it starts being depleted, you see like funny animations of it being unhappy. And there's a ton of different widgets that come with it. Now, if I was to have some issues with the application and some of the developer's other applications, is that in my opinion, he's charging too much for the application. It's actually $2.50 from the Play Store once you're done your trial there. You know, for an alarm application, even one with, you know, all these customizations and features, $2.50 for an app like that. You know, maybe if it was around the 99-cent price point, I would recommend paying for it. But, you know, what I recommend for you guys to do is try this out. This is definitely a really cool application. A lot of customizability, great alarm app, you know. I mean, everybody needs an alarm app. But before going out and buying it, I do recommend you try it out for those 14 days, those 2 weeks. You know, a lot of people have reported that because of the sleep graphs, it's helped them get some more rest. Things like that. One comment even said this app changed my life, which I don't know if it was an exaggeration or not, or a joke, but a lot of people seem to like this application. I like it, but again, $2.50 for the full version, meh, I don't know about that. Maybe if it came with some of those other cool widgets that I showed you a couple seconds ago. Anyway, guys, that is it. I'll be posting a link in the description below for you guys to go download. That's it for now. If you like this video, maybe show me some love by hitting that likes button down below. And you might want to consider subscribing for more videos like this one in the future. We do have videos Monday to Friday. We do app reviews, device unboxings, device reviews, hacks, ROMs, mods, all that good stuff. Everything Android, people, everything. Anyways, guys, thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.